All right, everyone, welcome to the Ventures podcast. I'm excited to introduce a new NGO called ImpactStream. If you are listening to this episode, I'm actually doing a screencast. You can click on the links in the show notes in order to view this. And if you're viewing it, you can also listen anywhere you get your podcast. You can just search for Ventures and it should show up. So as you can see on the screen here, and I'll try to be as descriptive as possible for those of you that are just listening to it, ImpactStream is all about creating streams of impact, transparent streams of impact between digital communities and real life communities. Really, we're trying to bridge the digital to the real world. We're trying to bridge the metaverse and all the communities and token communities and NFT communities and other even Web 2 communities to create streams of impact from them into IRL. And we're going to start in Togo, West Africa. We're going to help onboard 100 Togolese near the capital city of Lomé and out in the rural villages. We're going to help them onboard into an application where they can submit proposals for public goods that they need, whether it's wells or schools or clinics for healthcare or entrepreneurial ventures, things that are going to help create vitality and basic infrastructure that we take for granted in the West. And what's exciting about it is that this is not just those of us in the West thinking we know the solutions to their local problems. This is actually facilitating them creating their own solutions to their own local problems, and then strategic injection of help from the global community. And this is going to be specifically the Web3 community. It's going to allow us to participate in helping them hire local vendors, local workers, local businesses to be able to facilitate them identifying their local needs, and then we're going to help the local community do their thing. So the way this is going to work is starting it over the summer here in North America, or in the Northern Hemisphere in Q3, where I'm going to physically be going to Togo with the team. In future podcast episodes, I'll introduce you to some of the other team members. And we're partnering with International Literacy and Development, with Proto Ventures, with Gitcoin, with Super Modular. We have the whole team right here. And our developers at 0x Primordia. And we really, it's a multiple pronged approach. Our first project is this on-chain quadratic voting and matching pool mechanism. So after the Togolese submit their proposals, they're going to vote on which proposals they want funded, and we're going to use quadratic voting as a mechanism to identify those needs. So it has more emphasis on one person, one vote, but if more people vote on a particular thing, that's going to rise that to the top of the list. So I'll put the link to this in the show notes so you can read more about it. And ultimately where we're heading is we want to create more streams of impact between these digital communities and IRL communities. We have a vision for creating software that will allow validator nodes to have people that are staking their coins with those validators to send a fraction of those coins into IRL impact. So we'll talk a lot more about that as we go. And yeah, I'm excited to work with Alidra and Latte and Zach and Angela and Kevin and Matt, Kevin C. and Rob. Again, I'll be introducing more of our team members as we go. And we are collecting funds. We're a new nonprofit. So if you're in crypto, you can donate any ERV or any EVM tokens, whether it's Ethereum or any stable coins, to impactstream.eth. And we really encourage you to join our community on Discord here. We have an introductions channel. Love to meet you and get to know you. So I'll put that link in the show notes as well. So yeah, as you all know, I've been talking a lot on this podcast, if you've been following along, about my interest at the intersection between Web3 and impact. And this new NGO is all about that. So I'm excited to see you in the Discord. Jump in there. Please donate. And have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I wanted to just let you know before you go that if you're interested in following along with any of the content I write, go to wclittle.com. There I have a newsletter that you can subscribe to and just subscribe to any topic that I write about, whether it's Web3 or health science or software development or any of the miscellaneous new buzzwords like generative AI and other things that come up. And you can also publish. That new platform is called Satchel. We're letting in more folks into the beta. Think kind of like a Substack, Medium, Mirror, WordPress, but it has some new features that are coming that I think you're going to be really interested in. Also, if you're building a startup, I have a portfolio company called Startup Rocket. StartupRocket.com gives you coaching frameworks and different guides so that you have an understanding about how to build a startup in a scalable way, and you can bring in your team and your mentors and advisors and potential investors. So we've built that platform and use it internally at my venture capital group, Proto Ventures, and I would highly recommend it for you. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your week.